122,000 downvotes and counting. Yeah, I Am Not Starfire has become an absolute train wreck. This thing, it keeps picking up momentum even after it's been out for a while. And what makes this even funnier is the audience that they're aiming at. Yeah, they spend a lot of time pointing their fingers back. But it's not to say, yeah, I'm going to buy that. It's to say, you guys over there, you're actually a bunch of racists. You and I were going to look at this today. Buckle up, because this, it just keeps getting better and better and better. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day. So when you look at numbers like this, 3,800 upvotes versus 122,000 downvotes, you have to wonder, what exactly is DC looking at in order to gauge success? What metric does Warner want to use? If you're looking at view count, for example, yeah, I guess view count works out for them and fabulously. We're talking about 15 days here, 512,599 sets of eyes have looked at this. And when you compare that with other numbers that they have, yeah, that actually seems like a good number. Wonder Woman, for example, they put together a playlist on Wonder Woman's first thing you hit at their home. You can see this outdid Wonder Woman because people, they were more interested in see what's going on. 201,000 views, 61,000 views, 54,000 views, 92,000 views, 336,000 views. Again, lots of eyes on the prize. When you look at comic books, that's an even better number with all of these items here. I mean, if you add them up, none of them come close to how many views that I Am Not Starfire has actually had on that trailer. And the thing is, I legitimately wonder if DC, they play the hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil equals profit somehow game, or if they think that all press is good press. I mean, if you look at this, these are the search metrics under YouTube. This is another account, by the way. I'm not looking on my main account. Never looked up I Am Not Starfire before. And you'll notice you have your main result here. Again, we just looked at that. But afterwards, look at what pops up. We have Clownfish TV, 255,000 views and counting, telling you I Am Not Starfire is worse than we thought. This is DC Comics Young Adult Dumpster Fire. The next one, this is Hero Hey. This video is pretty funny too. You should check that out. You just have the title over and over again. But yeah, that's a good one there. You have a lot of other people that are sounding off on this too. And what they have to say, like I said, there are no positive reviews that are popping up. Yeah, this thing is being lambasted across social media. Now, what makes this even funnier to me is the fact that DC has pretty much said they've given up on comic consumers. Those folks, they're not the ones that help out the market. No, we need new customers, new ones that are pushed by identity. Now, when you look at statements from that crowd, well, they read a lot like this. I feel like if we're trying to examine why people are upset with the new I Am Not Starfire book, it's really worth talking about how DC painstakingly whitewashed Starfire into looking less and less black over the years. It's an ongoing and upsetting issue pushed from the top. Now, if you look at the metrics on this, 7,000 likes, 2,300 reshares, 233 comments. Yeah, a lot of people are jumping in on that. They're calling Warner and DC just overt racist. That's scoring a lot of hits, right? This, by the way, is highly prevalent when you look online. You'll see a lot of people not just talking about Starfire either. They're talking about her offspring, Mandy. Why? Because Mandy is a little bit on the chalky side. The whole mixed kid, immigrant kid plot in I Am Not Starfire is actually just anti-black. Like Mandy is quote-unquote non-white as a cop-out for not addressing how Starfire has historically been a black-coded character. Again, you see how many people are on this topic. Another factor that leads to that 122,000 dislikes is the fact that that body positivity message, that didn't go across very well. Why? Because it's not a message of positivity. People need to understand that too. This is a message trying to pit people against one another, while the character that we're talking about, they do everything that they can to insult the body type that they're supposedly representing. I just wish I Am Not Starfire could have been something genuinely nuanced instead of pitting women of different body types against each other. You even see this across review sites where you anticipate good scores. I mean, this is Goodreads. Goodreads typically will give something like this a good score, but if you look at it, you have a 2.7 score out of 364 ratings, and many of those 5-star ratings, they're not actually people who read that. They're people saying, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put those toxic fanboys in their place. When you get past the excuse reviews, by the way, the excuse reviews, they always have things like this, it's getting review bombed. They love to say that. You see it across other platforms. You also hear, Dear Adult Men, because men, all of you are men, first of all, if you have any problem with that. And hey, if you're a man, your opinion doesn't matter. Adult too. It's interesting that an adult wrote it, but hey, adults can't talk about it. But when you get past that, you find things like this. Thanks to DC and Net Gallery for my early copy in exchange for an honest review. I'll concede I'm a longtime Teen Titans fan, so my review, it could look as biased, but hear me out. I have a ton of qualms about this book, unfortunately. I love many of the other young adult books they put out, but it's the worst I've seen by far for myriad reasons. And you can look this up too. It has a lot more to say about it, but that really gives you a feel of what people are saying honestly. Now, if you really want to feel for how this is being received, I decided I would refresh this at the end of the video. I wanted to see how the views were going up, but also I wanted to see if the up votes would actually go up and if the down votes, they would go up as well. You'll notice people indeed have run across this. They are still viewing it. And if you look at the down votes, those, they grew exponentially. We are talking about 2,000 plus just in the time it took me to put this together, and the upvotes, they haven't grown at all. I think that's really, really telling. What's also telling about this is that they have turned off the comments across every single platform that this thing is hosted. They turned it off on YouTube. They've turned it off on Twitter. It tells you something. It tells you that using identity as a shield, that doesn't work at all. You're still going to get lambasted for it, and it also tells you that unlike Marvel, when they tried to do it with New Warriors, DC here, they planned on putting this product out, so they turned off the comments because you can't have a voice on what's going on there. Very interesting and suspect, isn't it? It should irritate you the most, though. This thing, it will indeed sell. It'll sell to schools and libraries, and you know who pays for that? You do. That's right. Taxpayers pay for that stuff. So, you're going out, you're subsidizing absolute trash. You're doing that as they utilize identity as a shield, and this stuff, it's going to be fed to taxpayers. It's going to be fed to children. Yeah, fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. But anyway, let me know what you think about this, and as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, want to help out the channel, links are in the description, check those out too. But you doing this, you checking it out, I appreciate it so much. But I'm going to end here by saying again, thank you, I appreciate you, and we will see you soon.